But most notably, there is a giant history with the occult and esotericism. If you look around this city, it's loaded full of esoteric bookstores, metaphysical shops. We have this reputation of the place, not only because it has been said that it has the second highest population in the world of practicing Satanists and witches next to Geneva, Switzerland.
But did you know that Victoria is the Satanist capital of the world?
I did know that.
I did know that too. I've chosen not to really fully commit to believing it, but I started hearing that years and years ago when my older sister, read the book Michelle Remembers.
Yeah, that was released in 1980.
Yeah.
Yeah, so apparently because of that book, it just sort of alluded to all these Satanist abuse and rituals in Victoria, and as a result, people read that and thought, well, we'll come here. And as far as I know, I haven't read it. My wife's read it. As far as I know, most of it's been debunked or proven impossible. But if you're a Satanist, don't get mad at me. I'm not saying it isn't true.
You don't want
I'm just saying that I've heard that, right? So apparently that attracted a lot of people here, and that book Michelle Remembers was all about the account of a person who went under hypnosis. Another interesting one is apparently it's rumored that our abundance of rabbits was the result of the Order of the Dragons group attempting to breed a type of animal that would allow individuals with higher blood potency to feed off of them.
If time permits, go on a day trip to CERN, where they constructed the largest machine ever built by mankind, in which they collide proton beams to hopefully discover new particles, which may contain the answers to the building blocks of our universe. But make sure to reserve 2 weeks ahead for the private tour. Where do we come from, Mom? Where do we come from? Geneva is home to many international organizations. Behind me is the United Nations, most notable the United Nations, where you will find this broken chair, which symbolizes the opposition to landmines and cluster bombs.
And that Geneva's location between Germany, France, and Italy made it a natural place for a market and a crossroads for ideas, especially the ideas of John Calvin and the Protestant Reformation. 3 cantons kicked out the Habsburgs and formed a confederation in 1291. Organizations like the United Nations. Switzerland has a history of neutrality, which makes Geneva a place of diplomacy and peace. And you might have guessed, this is where they wrote the Geneva Convention. It's also home to the Red Cross and the United Nations, which was founded after World War II to promote dialogue and cooperation between nations instead of war. And next we headed over to the CERN, where 10,000 scientists from over 100 countries are working together to solve the deepest mysteries of science. Okay, protons, neutrons, electrons, and quarks. We are at CERN, European Organization for Nuclear Research, where scientists are using the world's largest and biggest and most powerful particle accelerator to plumb the secrets of the universe. How it was made. With a B on the end. Plum. I think that makes sense. What is that? No. They're trying to figure out how... Apricot, the secrets of the world. They're trying to figure out how the world was made. And this is by smashing particles into other particles at ridiculous light speed. Almost light speed. So it should be cool. Yeah, and it's all underground. So, let's go. Okay. 100 meters underground, there are 27 kilometers of tubes, frozen to negative 270 degrees Celsius, and surrounded by 33,000 tons of electromagnets and 7,000 kilometers of wires. That's a lot. Basically, they're trying to replicate the conditions of the universe before the Big Bang, but when one of the scientists tried to explain it to me, I realized why I got a D in high school physics.
stands for the square. The square is 90 degrees. So with 90 degrees, that's why it's called a square. You can make a square, which is the base of a pyramid. With the compass, which is 60 degrees, you can make a side of a pyramid, which stands for the number 3. There are 3 corners on it, or 3 sides. A square has 4 sides or 4 corners. So altogether, it makes 7. The number 3 and 4 stands for the square and compass. That's why he built the hut at 4,003 meters only. Well, the 3 only. 4,000 is quite a lot. And these guys, and it's called a Satanic triangle. This one here, just on the other side of the border, it's not very far. There is the other bloke, UNIRach. He brought also children to a castle. You know, it's the aristocracy. They've always been doing this, and they come from Pharaoh, and they've always been doing this. You know, and on the other side is the Bouillon Castle. I'm going to show that all to you, which is a Satanic triangle. Godefroy de Bouillon in 1095. He led the first Crusades. You know, you'll probably find some Templars crosses and all that. And just next to it, there's little Switzerland in Luxembourg. La Petite Suisse. Switzerland is always all over it. You know, the money is there, everything is there. They built their huts there. It's the refuge, le refuge. As the guy in the in the Templars commandery in Strasbourg, as he told me, it's Switzerland all over. They're the base. 1 million Swiss Americans in the US. They control the entire US. Yeah. So I have to look at my